My birthday, I'm gonna be 28, so give me a round of applause for still being on earth another year and still having a chance to grow and become a better version of me. So I just basically wanted to make this video to explain to you guys how I personally feel about this year, my birthday this year, and what was the difference between this year and last year. So basically last year was the beginning to a rocky place that I did not know, of course, that it was going to be quite a rocky couple of months. But hey, I know it now. And this year is just like I'm coming in, to a new age, but I'm coming in calm. I'm coming in knowing what I want. I'm coming in, spiritually more stronger and connected to myself and to God. So that's a great thing, you know. I'm just coming in with a different kind of mindset, with different, emotions about things, just a whole bunch of different things. But it overall, I am bringing in this year on a positive note, which is great. And, last year, basically, I, started getting myself into things that I had no business, getting myself into. However, it was a lesson. God only knows why I went through that. I know bits and pieces of why I went through it. It just comes to me like every day I start to realize that as the day goes by and I'm just keeping that strong mindset and this positive energy and trying to be positive and trying to treat others the way I would like to be treated. It's just like a whole new, different, brand new feeling. So I'm excited about coming into the age of 28 because I definitely know if I didn't know it last year, I know this year I'm just coming in with a different mindset. And plus, last week I did have a spiritual breakthrough, which is also what I wanted to talk about a little bit too, what my spiritual breakthrough experience was. So basically, I was reading a book that, it's one of those self help books. It's those books that teach you about yourself and etc. Blase, blase. And as I was reading it, I remember I paused for a minute and bam, like the spiritual breakthrough just started to take place. I was in a state where I was taking full responsibility for a situation that I wasn't fully taking responsibility in. Sometimes we think that we took our responsibility, but then it's like God is like, no, you didn't, and I'm gonna show you. So it was a beautiful moment. It was a wonderful moment when you give up when you give up that feeling of always having to be right or always having to point the finger at what the other person did. It's amazing. It's a feeling of you're treating people like equal because no one's different from anyone. You might have a different skin color, you might be from a different country, but you ain't no different from me. And everybody is on a spiritual journey, whether you realize it or not. You are on one. Every day you are on one. And as long as we have this place to overcome certain things, we should take full advantage of that. But of course, when you're ready and in that place, you will know that you're ready and you're in that place. So I love the spiritual connection that I do have. And not every day is easy. I do have my days where I'm just like, what the heck am I doing? Where the heck I'm gonna go? Where the heck I'm gonna do? Who the heck I'm gonna be? When you're going through the spiritual breakthrough, you're also becoming into a person that is different. You're not the same person, which is why you don't keep many people in your life, because you're changing. And as you're changing, those people are not used to the new version of you. They want the old version of you. They don't want, and you can't be upset at those people. When you go into things and you're not fully who you want to be, that's what you get. You get people who accept you for who you are at that moment. So I feel like don't spend so much time, pointing the finger at those people because they're not messing with you like they used to mess with you. Like, you have to know how to send people off with the best intentions. Like, hey, listen, we're not cool, but we used to be. And because we used to be, it should always be a certain level of respect that you have for people, whether they mess with you or not. You gotta take responsibility in that, because you see, when you're not being who you truly want to be, and you're running around and you know thinking that you is who you fully are, or who you fully want to be, and then life just smacks you in your face, and you're like, oh, hold on, well, I made mistakes, and I did this and I did that, and this was against what I spiritually believe, or it doesn't even have to be spiritual. It could be just your personal beliefs with yourself. Like, doesn't always got to be about that either. So that's just what it is. You have to accept the outcomes of situations, but you have to also, you got to send people off on a positive note. There's no need for you to be upset. You have no right to be. And I'm just keeping it real. So as I'm going through this, my personal growths and things like that, is I'm starting to be less upset with people. And I'm not even being upset with myself. I'm forgiving myself for the roles that I have played. I'm forgiving myself for going against what I truly believed was right. And at the end of it all, you really can't blame nobody but you, because when you're putting yourself in those type of situations where it's going against your personal beliefs, you're only responsible for yourself. And that's the thing that a lot of people fail to realize, and they just want to be in that victim. And I don't, and I, speaking for me personally, I'm tired of being that victim. I'm tired because I don't learn from anything. As long as you continue to stay in that victim mentality, that victim mind state, and whatever, like, you're never gonna learn the lesson that is presented to you to fully take advantage of and take it in and say, listen, I'm not gonna do it again. But if you refuse to take your responsibility, then you really didn't learn nothing. And I'm keeping it real, because there was so many times when I thought I had taken full responsibility for certain things, and then a couple of months later, those emotions are triggered somehow, some way. Because that's another thing. That's how God is telling you, like, I'm gonna trigger you so you can feel what you felt, so you can think about what happened, and you can fully see it. So we are also presented with many opportunities to see this situation in different ways, and your emotions gotta be out of it, for a while. And once you fully take that responsibility, then you can allow your emotions to come into it, because your emotions cannot cloud your judgment at that point. You already worked through it mentally. So, that's just what it is, So I'm definitely in a completely better space than I was last year. So I'm giving myself credit for that. Well, yeah, it was last year. Yeah, last year. I be getting confused sometimes. But yeah, this holidays, even though with the virus and stuff, like Thanksgiving was cool for me, man. It was cool for me. And I made a video on Thanksgiving. So, I'm gonna continue to keep you guys posted on, my personal journey and where I'm going. I might be here today, but I might be somewhere tomorrow. But you guys, you're gonna know. You're gonna be the first ones to know. I definitely know that my channel is gonna blow up, but I have to be consistent, have to be real, and I am working on the equipment to give you guys better, content, because I do know that is extremely important on YouTube. But for now, I'm just working with what I have. So Sag game to all of the Sagittarius. It's our month, whoop, whoop, whoop. And yeah, I love my Sagittarius. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. All right, I'll see y'all later.